Test, test, test. Okay, everybody. See me, guys. Looks like we are ready to go. Sorry for streaming so late. I had to do a lot of work today on the channel. As you guys can probably tell right now, I now officially have a green screen on me. I had to set up some of my charts a little bit differently. The stream itself looked a little bit different with sponsors and all this other type of stuff. So, new kind of format here as far as everything is concerned, right? So I don't know how many people are going to show up at, what is it, like 10:30 at night Pacific time. I know everybody on the East Coast is already probably in bed, but I figured we could have some fun here looking at the charts and just going off of some support and resistance levels. That way we can have a good idea of what may happen if Jerome Powell starts to talk very dovishly tomorrow, or if he starts to talk a little bit more bearishly or, cautiously, if you will, okay? So, first things first, everybody, as far as Bitcoin is concerned, excuse me, guys, we did break down below the 20-day moving average, but honestly, guys, it really didn't end up being too much of a bad thing here. Normally, you guys know we have a pretty bad move when breaking down. We managed to hold support, and I think part of that is because the NASDAQ and the S&P really didn't have too many crazy moves. I think everybody is anticipating some type of reaction from Jerome Powell tomorrow, and so we didn't really see a big move. I was quite surprised by this. Well, I'm more actually surprised that we broke down. I didn't think we were actually going to break down below that 20-day moving average. Normally, the first time we run into it, we have a reversal, pop up, and then the second, third time is when you see things go a little bit worse for us, right? And hey, Rose Scratcher. Hey, Larry. Hope you guys are having a great night as well. Excuse me, guys. Jeez. I've been drinking coffee, but I think I put too much creamer in it because now my throat's having a, reaction to it. Merry Christmas 2023, everybody. I love coffee. All right. I don't know why I'm drinking coffee right now, honestly, guys. Probably should have thought about that a little bit more. But anyway, here, I would expect if Jerome Powell comes out tomorrow during one of his speeches and he actually acts a little bit more dovish, I think Bitcoin can just rally right back up here towards $23,500, probably another $500 up. Maybe a little bit more if we're lucky. If things get really out of hand tomorrow and we have a little bit more of a reversal, you could still see Bitcoin try to go back up towards $24,000 to $24,500. But for now, let's kind of focus on what you guys may be hearing tomorrow as far as Jerome Powell's speech, okay? You could already see this article as far as, excuse me, guys, CNBC's considered talking about stock futures inch higher as investors await Chair Powell's speech. Let me go down right here. There's only really two parts I want to read to you guys. It goes on to say, a speech from Powell before the Economic Club of Washington on Tuesday remains top of mind for investors. Markets interpret a slew of his disinflation comments during last week's post-meeting press conference as dovish, right? Everybody was dovish. That's why you saw the market really have a big boom that day as stocks rallied. While many view the appearance as an opportunity for Powell to offer more clarity on where rates are headed or clarify some comments he made after the last week's 25 basis point rate hike. And the thing that I thought was interesting here was basically a guy named Grant basically said, I think you will likely see an attempt to perhaps dampen some of the reaction to the statements in the press conference. He was very dovish during that press conference, and I don't think he understood how much he caused the market to just skyrocket up based on what he said. I think he'll probably not try to spread fear or be too hawkish. Just say, hey, we think rates are going to go up. We see inflation coming down, and we see we're going to hold the rates until we see that inflation hits 2%. Something very generic like that. I don't think he's going to try to cause panic in the market, but it is just something that you guys should be aware of. I'm not entirely sure what time this meeting is happening, though. He says early Tuesday morning, but that doesn't really give us a specific time. So just understand there may be some volatility, more volatility than normal tomorrow, okay? Other than that, the only big news that I've really heard today happened to be the news about Turkey and Syria. This thing seems to have been massive. I saw tons of videos on TikTok and YouTube and the news where it looked like old buildings and new buildings just completely fell on, just collapsed, down. Not sideways, not like that. They just fell down. So I expect after all said and done, there's probably going to be 5,000 to 6,000 people dead because of this. And I hope that because of this, maybe they can get some building codes up and running. I know it's more expensive, obviously, but it seems like there was a huge catastrophe over there in the Middle East. And I don't know, people are going to be in pain for a long time after that one. Now, let me see what's going on right here. And hey, Larry, what's my take on the recent AMC movement? I actually haven't been checking out AMC. I don't normally look at AMC at all. I remember hearing stuff about it as far as them doing the new pricing system. I think that's the latest news I heard on it. Looks like it continues to move up with the overall market. So October was the low for the general market over here. Oh, it was October. Jeez. Oh, wow. This actually came down way below that. Yeah. I guess it's a meme stock. Hopping up a little bit more. I think it'd be worth taking a little bit of a buy here. I'm assuming it's moving up based off of all this news I've been hearing about. I think Bed Bath and Beyond. So if I was to try to take a play off of this, I mean, the options are going to be a little bit overpriced right now. So you'd really be hoping that the options really skyrocket. I'd probably, if you wanted to go the option route, I would buy $10 strike options, or probably up here towards $12, $15. I'd really want it to be out of the money if you're expecting something big. And I would try to buy it for next Friday's strike price, not this Friday's, and hope that there can be some type of squeeze. I still believe, as far as AMC is concerned, there's actually still quite a bit of a short interest position on it. Yeah, still around 22%. This can have a pretty decent move. I would say, though, definitely buy options if you are going to go down that route for next Friday, not this Friday at all. What I like what I've been seeing off of Bed Bath and Beyond and stuff, as far as them, having these nice little pops. But you just never know when it's going to die down, and when it does die down, it'll probably bring AMC down with it. So just be careful of it. But usually when you see moves like this, it's an okay opportunity to try to open a position on it. Small positions, as always. You're getting closer and closer to the 200 daily moving average. That's really what I like right now. If we can get a solid pop, I think we can go places. You're basically just trying to force a squeeze right now. That's what the traders are trying to do. Buy, force a squeeze. That squeeze will bring on more opportunities for it to squeeze further, right? But this was just a head and a shoulder, and you see it break down and how far it came down. So far, at least from what I'm looking at, you do have a small breakout here. So breakout, boom, boom, continuing to move up. That's a nice thing to see. So I do like what I'm seeing here. Let me see if I can put some of these other trends on here. I'm not going to put too many of them. It's still a sell there. It's green there. That's not bad. Yeah, so you got some buy signals right now. You could definitely take an opportunity. I would just make sure it's a small one. When it comes to these type of meme stocks, I prefer to go small and walk away with a good chunk of change. So I might put down like $200 and hope it turns into something over $1,000, and I'd be very happy with that. In this circumstance, buy some $10 calls. If you want to, $15 calls for next Friday. I would say $10 is more than enough for me, but I just always forget exactly which numbers are available with AMC. Maybe they only have 5, 10, 15, 20. If you're lucky, maybe they have 8, 10, 12, 15, something like that, right? Okay, so let's go over here very fast, get out of that. Go back over to Bitcoin. There we go. 4-hour chart, just so you guys know. Oh, geez, I need to get out of this one. There you go. We did have a death cross on the 4-hour chart. It doesn't mean that it's not the end of the world here, but this really does show that Bitcoin is slowing down quite a bit. And if we are going to really hold these levels, we really just want to hold, let's just call it about 22,297. If you guys remember, I had a green line here a while ago, but I figured might as well just use this. It's a little bit easier and it's automatic. So for now, if you guys do want to get into the market, you guys do want to buy, and you guys aren't afraid of what may happen with Jerome Powell, if some time later on tonight, you might be thinking about buying a position right down here if we get into this green zone. This indicator is just the SR channel one. It's a very simple one. Just SR channel, I believe. But very, very easy, not too complicated. It literally just shows you resistance and support levels. It's just automated. That way I don't have to really take my time to do it. Excuse me, guys. I just got something in my throat. Whoosh. And Halo Scratcher, you heard about AMC will start more money based on your seat. I don't know if it's actually going to work here as far as AMC is concerned. Like, I just made a TikTok making fun of it a few minutes ago. I don't really go to the movies anymore. I go to the movies if I want to take my sister out to go do something fun. Then we go get like ice cream or something, and we just kind of go walk around with my dog or something like that. I guess not at the same time. Loki would be at home before at the movies. But from what I've seen, the last time I went to a movie was like before COVID. Remains to be seen. I just don't know. I got to see what the prices are. Like, if you want to go to AMC out here, like What's I guess the AMC over here is AMC Lakewood. AMC Lakewood, Washington. Let's go over here very fast. So if I want to go see Avatar: Way of Water. Oh, is it all sold out or something? I think it's sold out. I don't know. Cannot tell. Oh, today. Let's just go for this Friday. There we go. So I want the real 3D visual experience. It's probably going to be a little bit more expensive, but I think this is usually what I would go for. Let's just go for the digital cheap one. I think this, yeah. 9:30, 2 tickets. You know, everybody goes, somebody. Let's go for the middle zone right here. Boom, boom, boom. Continue. So the tickets are like $13.59 a piece for those middle tickets. Right now, that seems like a very fair price, although I'd probably just say move it up to $14 or bump it down to 13. I don't know why they got to do the 59-cent thing. But to me, that seems like a reasonable price. If they start bumping it up to like $16 to $20 for those middle seats, it'll fail. If it's probably like 14, 15, maybe just up to $16, I think people would actually be okay with paying it, as long as those tickets up front are maybe more like $10, and the tickets way in the back are maybe more around this level that we're currently at $13, $14. I think that'd be more, that people would accept that. I honestly think people would accept that. I think it'd be fine. I think they'd be perfectly fine with it. I don't think they're necessarily going to make more money than before, but if they go higher than those prices, oh, it's going to mess up real bad. So I think they're trying to get more people in there that for those lower cost tickets, just so they can get more money off of them for them buying food like popcorn and stuff like that. Last time I went to take my sister to the movie theater, again, this was before inflation, so things might have gotten more expensive. But for us two, plus all the food we got, which we got quite a bit of food, snacks and candy for like a 3-hour movie, I forget what it was. But I paid like over $100 for everything, and that was just for like 3 hours of fun, just chilling with my sister watching a movie. They could try. I don't think it's going to work too well if they go too expensive, but for now, if they kind of keep that prices in that middle range, I think it'll be just fine. I just don't see how they're going to make more money than before. That's my thing. And hey, PHX, happy to see you. I was watching Bitcoin and some altcoins, and it looks interesting. We're definitely getting back into that squeeze zone here, or basically, in my head, I'm looking at Bollinger Bands slowly going back down, right? Let me just open up right here. Actually, let me do this. So I can go over here. Let me just open up this other Bitcoin chart. Oh, this is that Bitcoin chart. Oh, okay. Okay, well, let's go over here. Let's go to this Bitcoin chart. Let's get rid of this and this. And let's go over here to the 4. And let's go over here and just add Bollinger Bands. There we go. All right. See how they're starting to squeeze a little bit more? Well, this is the 4-hour chart. There we go. Daily chart. See how we're starting to squeeze a little bit more? We should have a move here pretty soon. That'll be very, very interesting. Again, I just find it so crazy that we didn't manage to actually really have a big move while we were breaking down below the 20-day moving average. People are really interested to see what Jerome Powell has to say, and I don't think there's that much fear still in the market. People are like seriously thinking about this being the start of another bull market, so I don't think people are willing to sell. So if I were to zoom out very fast without going to the other charts, all right, let me just go to the other chart here, make my life a little easier. Back over, actually, we can go to this one, it doesn't matter too much. This one has all the technicals on it. Let's go to the weekly chart here. Let's collapse that one. Let's collapse this one for now. Okay, so, back when it comes to other bull markets and stuff like that, people are afraid that we're kind of like somewhere around here, and they just don't want to sell because they're afraid it'll keep on going up. My belief is we're going to eventually come back down even lower, but the reason I'm okay with like selling off some positions here and now is because I'm basically just selling off swing positions. You guys know our philosophy has pretty much just been dollar cost average, and eventually it's going to pay off. I mean, as simply as that. Dollar cost average, eventually it's going to pay off. Now, I do have chunks of cash basically to go buy low, but we haven't really reached those levels yet. Like, well, okay, I've started buying in chunks of cash since we were like at the 200 weekly moving average, and that is like way over here at 22,000. I've started to buy it. We're kind of at that zone, so like I haven't really made any money as far as that's concerned. I bought some over here as far as FTX is concerned, a little bit there. That's been fine, but I've been really much just dollar cost averaging bit by bit by here, bit by bit, and basically once we kind of got around here, I started to raise that dollar cost average. I'm still the viewpoint though that we're gonna have to come back down a little bit more. If you guys do care about the GAN boxes and stuff like that, something interesting here is we've been unable to break above this level right here. Go to the daily chart. Right, so that's something I'm also keeping an eye on. I'm hoping that if Jerome Powell gives us some good news tomorrow, maybe we have an opportunity to break out above it. Gonna be hard, of course, but I would love an opportunity to get back up there, because if we can break out here, then we're going up to 25,000. If we're going up to 25,000, maybe we get stopped again, but at least we made it up that high, and people get a little bit more bullish on crypto. They get a little bit more excited. I don't know if you guys have been trading any Coinbase and stuff like that. We've been dollar cost averaging Coinbase, Robinhood, if you guys like me on my Robinhood. Although I think I said Robinhood is more of a buyout opportunity, in my opinion. Coinbase is more if you guys just want exposure to crypto through the stock market, right? But Coinbase is up like over 100-something%. It's looking pretty good. But let's go back over here very fast. There we go, and I can turn all this other stuff back on. That one, that's all sweet. And uncollapse the pane, and there we go. You're not going to really see much here because I have to zoom in quite a bit, and I don't want to do that. Normally it's just for the daily chart. Let's go over here. I can't answer your poll question, Mike, because I'm unsure. I mean, guys, it's going to be very interesting to see what Jerome Powell has to say. I'm just probably going to be asleep. Now that I think about it, I'm drinking coffee right now. I'm probably going to go to bed like in 5 hours from now or something. Loki's over here. He's having a fun time. Loki. Oh, he wants to climb between my legs and like get pets. I was hoping he would climb on my shoulder. Loki, come here. I don't know if he'll actually do it or not. Oh, there he goes. What are you? Oh, he's chewing the ball. Okay. Good boy. But yeah, so I think he's going to cause a little more volatility. People just don't know which way he's going to go, because up until now, he's been pretty hawkish as far as inflation going down, raising interest rates. This past press conference, he was pretty dovish, and that really confused a lot of people. So you're starting to see people kind of second guess themselves, maybe say, hey, we still think it may go down, but maybe we should actually buy some stuff here just in case it doesn't go back down. I think that's a lot of what you've been seeing over the past few days, because if we go over here to the SPY, Justin, let's Dow Jones, anything over here. I can turn off this very fast. That was the whole suite. There we go. How long has this been? Dow Jones has been sideways for the past like 88 days. It's like almost 3 months. A whole lot of nothing. NASDAQ, on the other hand, has definitely been moving back up. Go back over here, kind of going back up to this level of resistance. We definitely got rejected from it, of course. But the only thing that really killed this momentum was just poor earnings as far as Apple, Google, and Amazon are concerned. All of them really didn't have the best earnings here. And then, that's unfortunate, right? But if Jerome Powell keeps, saying, hey, maybe we'll get to 2% inflation, maybe we may have some rate cuts this year, the market, there's still so much money sloshing around that, yeah, anything's possible at this point. I just think the economy is going to eventually turn over, and then that's where we start having some more issues going down the road. But even SPY here, nice little rallies going forward, hitting up some levels of resistance. Same from those June highs here. But, we still might just come back down a little bit and pop back up. I would just say, as far as these are concerned, we are getting closer and closer to start dealing with some of these trend levels. But I really think it's just kind of these longer term ones we have to worry about, right? And if you look at this, I mean, sure, we can just drop down tomorrow and break down, but as far as the SPY is concerned, we really have like until maybe March, until things maybe get a little bit more hairy. We might just go sideways up and down, so maybe we fall back down to 400, 399, 396, bounce up, go back up a little bit, kind of consolidate. And for this, you'd probably have to look at more stocks in the SPY here. Same with the NASDAQ, right? NASDAQ's going to be a little bit different because you can see there's just so much more of a runway on this one. Look at that, right? This one is more of like what happens when it breaks down below this right there. That actually happens sometime over the next 2 weeks here. So NASDAQ really needs to pump up if you want to see something really good happen. Otherwise, if it goes sideways, that's showing more weakness and probably more of a downturn here. But again, go to the SPY. What's a good SPY stock here we can look at? Maps. I mean, I guess Apple's always something good, right? No, but is Apple in the NASDAQ or the SPY? It says NASDAQ here. Probably just going off the exchange and not the, what do you call? Yeah, because I don't see the S&P here. Let's just go to Apple. I mean, Apple looks exactly like the NASDAQ. Isn't that kind of scary? Again, running up in some resistance levels over here. Still making a good, strong move after that earnings report because it was kind of mixed. Apple. Watch the breaking, like the NASDAQ. Watch the breakdown. If there's no breakdown, nothing to fear. If we start to break down, that's where things get a little bit more worried. We just had a golden cross here. That's looking okay. I guess last golden cross actually occurred when we were at the top of a move, but everything's saying sell from here. We're looking good momentum squeeze there. I would say wait for some volatility probably towards the end of this week, maybe going into next week. But we're only going to have a really bad day up until maybe Thursday if the market just really has like those really 2-3 bad days where like the Dow's 1,000 points down, 1,000 points down. There's no real reason to have that right now with the economy kind of being okay. I think tomorrow also is Joe Biden's State of the Union address. I don't think that's going to really hurt the markets all too much, although I do think he's going to say some anti-buyback stuff. I don't think that's going to be a problem because I don't think it's going to pass because Republicans are in control of the House. But, that may cause some controversy, I guess. See. And hey, Grand Peasy, happy to see you back. Late night stream, awesome. Yeah, so basically I had to do all this stuff today. So I went like full on ghetto, honestly, everybody. So I bought some like green screen stuff at the on Amazon, okay? And I thought that the green screen came with a with a stand, so I can just hook it up and put some clamps on it, and then I'm ready to go, right? Well, no, actually, it turns out that it didn't come with this stand. It doesn't tell you in the description. It tells you at the very bottom description. You have to scroll down and look at all the diagrams and stuff of it. So basically, what I did is I literally nailed the green screen behind me that you guys can't see to my ceiling. So I got on my chair, got myself a hammer, which is somewhere, and some nails, and I literally just hammered it into my ceiling because I could. But so I have the green screen now. You guys can see that there's no view of my TV or my sofa or the sound system and stuff like that. Basically, it's just me, and I kind of like that vibe. I was talking to one of the guys about it a long time ago, Tom Crown. He has a very good setup as far as green screen, so I was trying to imitate him a little bit there. Got my little logo on top. I got my new little phrase, start smart, invest wise. Then I got the sponsors over here, so basically the exchanges who I use their affiliate link and stuff like that, they're not actually paying me cash to say go over there. It's just like an affiliate link thing. The only one that really gives me anything is Whalestream, and that's because they let me use my they let me use their platform for options, right? Or at least the last time I checked they did. I probably have to talk with him again. And so by doing that, pretty much we get access to option flow data. Let me just see if it actually works out. Whalestream. I haven't checked this thing out for like a month, so let's see. Oh, not whale streaming. Whalestream, okay. Oh, it says I'm signed in. Okay, dashboard. Do I still got access? I still got access. So yeah. I am messing something up. Maybe I'm zoomed in too much. Yeah. Okay, but yeah. Basically, I got access to a whole bunch of option flow data, which I can give to you guys. Now, if you guys want the good option flow data, that's we can kind of search for individual stuff. then of course you're probably going to pay for this, but I have a link down below, I think, if you guys wanted to get into that. Option flow data can be pretty fun. If you guys actually like to watch where the big players are putting their money. Some of you guys just like technical analysis, and I'm all for that as well. What's right here? And hey, Justin, what type of watch? Oh yeah, I forgot. I lowered the thing so you guys can see my stuff now. I don't have any rings on my right hand right now because like I got a blister or something like that. Messing around, got soap underneath my ring and I really didn't clean it. Or I guess the soap was cleaning it. The watch, I got this on sale at Macy's. Like I negotiated a deal with the Macy's clerk. Let me see if I can find this. I mean, it's a late night, guys. We'll talk about whatever crypto you guys want to, but I don't mind just hanging out and chilling with you guys. I just told you guys I was going to stream later tonight, and I wanted to actually stream later tonight. Macy's. What's the style of this watch? Bulova? There you go. Bulova men's watch. It's ooh, look at that one. Looks nice. This one with a different background, perhaps? They should have it here. Oh, it's this one. There you go. It's this one right here. Men's Futuro Diamond Dress Diamond Accent Gold Tone Stainless Steel Bracelet Watch, 42 millimeters. With code Sparkle. I guess I don't really see a sparkle here, but it says a luxe black dial accentuates the rich gold tones and stunning diamond accents, entities or whatever, of this impressive diamond dress watch by Bulova style whatever. Movement 3-hand quartz case, round gold tone stainless steel, gold tone stainless steel bracelet, dial black with diamond accent indices, and date window. I don't. What does diamond accent means? I don't even know. Let's see. Oh, okay. Refer to small diamonds that are placed inside. Oh, so there's diamonds in here. Just placed in another stone. Oh, yeah, they are kind of placed in a stone. See, yeah, okay. Zoom in here, like the square part of it. Oh, that's kind of cool. Well, you know, having diamonds is nice, right? Yeah, so, yeah, it's a pretty nice watch. I like it a lot. I literally got this for my friend's wedding, and I've just been wearing it a lot ever since. Before I actually bought this watch, I'm pretty much sure I was just wearing an iWatch or Apple Watch. Sorry, an Apple Watch. But like I've scratched this thing up so bad, it's lost a lot of its original shine. Here, I'll have to pay to get a new. Well, actually, no, it's actually not too bad. It's just like shit on here. You know, I make my own homemade bread, so sometimes there's flour and stuff. I take my rings off, but not necessarily my watch. But yeah, it's a pretty chill watch. I like it a lot. I had to take a couple links off of it, but it's been really fun. I want to get a silver version of this watch. I like silver. You can see the rings. I like silver. But you can go over here very fast. Band. No. Oh, this is a band color. Silver. I'd probably like something like this. A little bit of blue. I have a blue watch like this. I lost it. Maybe. Oh, Jesus. What the heck? These. I don't understand what these are. Pave. Oh, it's a crystal. It's not diamond. Okay, I was like, I don't know how this is. What do you call it? Going to work out? Nothing like that. Maybe something like this. Maybe. Seems like it has too much going on. I like a little bit of a simpler look. Oh, that one's kind of cool, but it's not simple enough. I like real simple watches. If you guys can tell, all this extra shit on them, I just don't look at them. To me, a watch is more of a fashion thing. I got a phone if I want to check the time. Oh, I guess I chose. Let me go over here very fast. Men's. How do you figure out this stuff? You know, I used to work for Macy's in college. I think I wish I would have known actually what I'm doing here. Men's brands? No. Clothing? Accessories. Watches and jewelry. There we go. Watches. I don't know if I like. Is it luxury? I don't know what type of watch. Like, is a $400 watch actually luxury? I don't think so. My God, who would buy that? Okay, so right here. Band type. No. Band color. Okay, let's just go. Silver. This one doesn't sound too bad. That's only $285. It's on sale too. I don't like the really watch face though. Yeah, but I like simple watches. This one's not too bad, but again, I want to be able to see. I want to see the numbers. My brain doesn't work like that. I wouldn't even know the time. Honestly, I wouldn't know the time. For the few times I would look at the watch. I only look at my watch if somebody actually asks me for the time. Wow, Macy's has no good silver watches. This is sad. Well, okay, they're probably all good watches, but they're not watches I would actually buy. So, but nice to know that there's real diamonds in here, though. I think I knew that, but when it said diamond accents, I thought that might be like cubic zirconium speak or something like that. And you never know what people are going to tell you if there's real diamonds or not. I asked the lady, I think at the time, she says, yeah, but she could have just been trying to sell me like a $400 watch. Commissions. Let's see right here. Your Dogecoin Mars pumping yesterday. Did you sell and then rebuy again at the 0.0025? I got an alert on it. I did sell some, but I don't remember how high it actually went. Oh gosh. I always forget that I messed up the right-hand side here of my things. There's Dogecoin Mars. Dogecoin Mars is not here. That's interesting. Luna, ICP, FTM, the Doge, Sheeb. I might have accidentally deleted it. There you go. Okay, whatever. Let's bring it up here. Let's drag it up because I like to have it towards the top. I didn't get yeah. I sold it, but I didn't get the best buying price. Let's see over here because let's go to the daily. No, I didn't sell it yesterday. I don't. This is Dogecoin. I would have sold it over here. This is a few days ago, because I didn't get the best buying spot. I basically bought right here, back a little bit, but I was thinking that it might actually come back down even more. So I was thinking I shouldn't actually buy back in, but I did. I actually panicked a little bit there, mostly because again, even by buying more, I still win. So that's kind of the thought process here. But I wanted to win more, technically, right? So you buy here, sell here, you buy again, you're technically accumulating more coins for the long term. Although you are paying taxes on that as well, which is kind of a hassle. But I still think it's going to come back down even more down the road. Like, you just go over here to the daily chart. Eventually, I think it's going to come back down here, but until then, I'm okay with it. There you go. You can also see we're getting rejected by the 50-week moving average. We'll see how much further we can go as far as that's concerned too. There we go. This is the daily chart. Why is this so? There you go. That looks a little bit better there. Don't know why it's all squeezed down like that. There we go. What's right here? Hey, Brandon, IDX. I think we talked about IDX before, but I don't remember much about it. Indonesia index. Let's see. It's at a level of resistance right now. Just consolidating a little bit, looking for that golden cross. Let me go back over here very fast. Weekly. Oh, yeah. So last week it basically just got rejected from the 20-week moving average here. How has it normally responded to that? Kind of a little bit of volatility actually around the 20. Looking at a death cross happening pretty soon, probably over the next few weeks. Last big one that we had, it really wasn't too well. This death cross didn't really amount to anything, I guess. Well, downward move. Careful. It's at a level of resistance right now, and it definitely looks like it wants to come back down just a little bit more, especially with that death cross here. On the daily chart, though, if you're looking to find another opportunity, I would wait for it to maybe come back down here to $17.46, only about 50 cents less than where it is now. You see that resistance level? This tool up here. Right around there. That's why I would try to buy in if I could. Otherwise, I would honestly just wait for it to come back down here towards 16.75. It's not really too much further. 7-6%. It's easy for it to come back down here, and hopefully you can get some type of double bottom play out of it. The only way I'd really want to buy this is if we do manage to make our way above this resistance level up here towards, it looks like 1850 or so. Then from there, I'd probably try to play it up towards 1926, or actually just up to the 200 daily moving average here. But until it breaks it above this, I probably wouldn't touch it unless you want to buy it down here And even then, you want to be a little bit more careful with it. Longer term trade, if we break down below this, we're probably heading back down here at 15 for 66. I would only be buying the support or the breakout. I wouldn't try to buy too much more. And you can even see if it does manage to break out. Oh, actually, this is a different breakout. 200 weekly is at 1960. The 200 daily is at, yeah, actually still kind of around the same spot. So there's a lot of resistance up here. If it breaks out here, it's not going to break out here unless we have some really big thing happening with the market. But yeah, it seems like it would be fine to trade if you can just wait for the breakout or wait for it to hit that support level there. See me. There we go. It's cheaper to buy AMC a list membership for $20 a month. You can watch 3 movies a week. I don't know if what movies it works on, or if there's a certain time you're allowed to go and stuff like that. I don't go to the movies enough to actually do that stuff. I don't even watch movies too much these days. I normally stream, Netflix. What do I got? Netflix Now, Amazon, Paramount Plus, Crunchyroll for anime, HBO Max, I would say that. There's some other ones I have. I just don't use them too much. I really got them from my mom, not me. Netflix, Amazon, Crunchyroll, HBO Max. I don't got Hulu no more because I got rid of Hulu. Hulu was the most boring thing for me. Although I want to watch Godfather of Harlem now. I don't know. There's a couple other ones. I'm just blanking out on it. Oh, Disney Plus. So there's a few other ones. But yeah, I just kind of watch TV shows on there, and I'm content. I mean, I really don't have much TV time, even though I got the really nice. Oh, you guys can't see my nice TV anymore. Even though I got the nice TV, I don't really watch TV too much on there. Kind of funny, but yeah, I don't think. I guess if you do go to the movies a lot, getting a pass would be fine, but I'd want to make sure I can get the pass and I could go to the movies at whatever time and watch whatever movie I want to without any restrictions. Kind of like when you get, when I get comped hotel rooms and stuff like that, whether it's up in Seattle or more likely Vegas, and they say, hey, we're going to comp your room, but you can't use it on Friday or Saturday. And I'm like, why would I go to Vegas any other day besides Friday and Saturday? Well, in fact, I'm going Monday through Thursday next time, but that's just because my friends, they're working. But, normally if it's just me, I'm Friday's the nightlife, Saturday's the nightlife. I can get into clubs for free, So luckily I have enough friends that are can give me hookups in Vegas. But actually I'm not even bringing dress clothes this time, so I'm not even going to have an opportunity to go to the club. They're going to be like, dude, you look like trash. Because I'm going to wear shorts and a t-shirt the entire time. No, I mean, if you guys like the movies, I would say go for it. It could be pretty fun there. What's right here? NAPHX and High Life with Maine. You guys wanted me to check out Sheeb. Sure can do. Sheeb had a really nice run up here. Definitely showing some sluggishness after that big move. Last big support level was that 20-day moving average here. I wonder if that's going to come into contact with this first, or if it's actually just going to be this level of support over here by 1311. Let's check out the 4-hour chart very fast. So you do got this nice downtrend working out. Do we break out of it? No, we didn't break out. We got close. We broke down here though, right? Yeah, that's that little bit of a move that looked a little bit more aggressive. Okay, so let's not worry about this right now. So we broke down below the 20 moving average in the 4-hour chart, which is usually what we try to stay above. Usually that ends up being downward move for at least a few more hours. And then normally you have an opportunity to pick yourself up. Bitcoin does the same thing. A lot of different assets do the same thing here after breaking down. Oh yeah, you can see right here. Broke down, right? It wasn't the end of the world, but definitely saw there was some pain here. Got back up, fell down again. Definitely some pain there. And you can see right here, definitely some pain after he broke down. But this was also breaking down below the 50 moving average. We're pretty far away from that 50 moving average on the 4-hour chart right now. So I would say just be aware that if we do break down below this 1363 level, we're most likely going to take a pretty nasty move back down to the 50. Try to find support there, then look for a bigger move on the other side of it. As far as the daily chart's concerned though, this can always just turn out to be a small pennant that leads us to that next move up. What I'm looking at now though is we're just facing that resistance right there. We're probably going to look to make a stronger move here over the next few weeks though if the market continues to go bullish and just, maybe a high of 1782. So if you were to buy now, just theoretically, you're looking at about 28% profit if you were to hold for that. Again, you're hoping that it continues to spike up, though. If we go over here to the daily, I guess we can't go to the weekly. Excuse me, never mind. It's too short. Probably just do the typical ups daisy right there. There we go. Yeah, right there. There was resistance right there. Let's go over to maybe the 15-minute chart. How did this end up playing out? Found some support there, a little bit of sluggishness, a little bit of support there. I'll only stop there for like 15 minutes. Maybe go to the 5-minute chart. Yeah, just stopped there temporarily, broke out, used it as support, wrote it back down, held it again, eventually broke down. So at this point, yeah, I would say look for a buying opportunity there. It hasn't really presented itself just yet, but you have an opportunity over the next few, I would say, day or so, as long as the market doesn't do anything crazy, to maybe buy it down here around 1365 or so. If you can buy it in this zone, all the better. Preferably, if I could, I'd try to buy it off of a bounce off the 50. Usually the first bounce off of the 50 can make a good move, but I haven't back tested that theory with this. Nope. In fact, we just had a big move down afterwards. Oh, that's we were looking for a cross, though. I'd probably stay within this buying range, yeah. 1360. I wouldn't try to be too risky with it or too aggressive with it. Or too cheap with it, I guess I would say. Or you could just wait for the breakout to hit. Wait for it to break out above this again, because it's probably going to break down here. Yeah, this line right there, it's going to break out above that, and then you can try to buy it. But you're really going to try to catch a lot of volatility in a short amount of time. Usually I'm fine with, like, buying around here, breakout, selling around here, and being very happy with that play. You can wait for a little bit longer, but again, multiple days of waiting. Sometimes, it goes up, it goes down. Sometimes you worry. Sometimes you're just like, you know what, I'm out, I made my money. I'm more of that type of thing here. There we go. See me, guys. Oosh, man. That's why I don't normally drink creamer too much. Normally I have just lattes. But I used the Keurig today, which I normally don't do. But I was really lazy. I didn't want to grind my own coffee. And I put too much creamer in this thing. Jeez. My sister and I, we should get Regal Unlimited movie theater, 19 to 23 bucks a month. You can watch limited movies. You watch in theaters. You save a lot of money. Oh, no, we don't go out that much for like stuff like that. My sister, just like me when I went to private school, we kind of had, like, she has a very full schedule. So she wakes up at, I think like 5:30 to 6 every morning. From 6 to 7, she's getting ready for the day, doing her hair, getting breakfast and all that type of stuff, right? And then around like 7 to 7:30, after she's done doing everything, she heads to school. She gets to school around 8:15, 8 o'clock or something like that, or maybe a little bit earlier. And then from around like 8:15 to 3:15, she has school. Then from like 3:30 to like 5:30, she has play. She's in a play. And then, she gets home around 6 o'clock. Then from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock, she takes a nap. Then from like 7 o'clock to 10 o'clock, she's doing homework. And then she has an hour of gaming until she goes to bed around 11. And then she wakes up again. It wasn't as bad as my schedule because they relaxed the homework load a little bit since I was there. But she doesn't really have time for all that. When she has a day off, me and her take Loki to the dog park so she can get out and breathe some air. So that's usually what we do. We go on a hike. We go out to the waterfront. We go grab some snacks and some food, and we just chill out and have a good time walking. That's usually what we consider to have just be a fun time. We like the movies and stuff like that every now and again, but like I literally have like a $4,000 TV, like $2,000 plus easy of sound equipment behind me. Like we can have a great movie experience just by having over here. I don't have to pay all this money for popcorn. I can just just like go to the Albertsons or Amazon, whatever, and just get some stuff. Like last time we had a movie night, we had parfaits and popcorn. Weird combination, but we made homemade yogurt parfaits with a whole bunch of crunchy granola, some blueberries, some strawberries, some banana pieces, some syrup that she wanted to get from some like fancy Fruity Pebbles syrup or whatever it was. Nice and easy. It's not pretty fun. But yeah, that's how we watch movies pretty much. But that system actually cost me a pretty penny. So That's the only reason I probably would not go to the movies and enjoy, just get in the recliner seat, have Loki on my lap, and just chill out and watch the movies. Powell is salty he didn't crash the market. I don't even know if he wanted to crash the market. It was such a weird speech. Like we were listening to it in real time, and you guys remember how just he just didn't really stay hawkish, right? So I think he should be more hawkish tomorrow. I just don't know if that's going to be enough to make the market go, ooh, we're scared of Jerome Powell. We better start selling and selling and selling. He's going to have to say something decisive if he really does want to make the market go down. And I don't know if he's actually going to do that or not. I really don't know if he's going to try to spook the market a little bit. Especially this is the caveat here, like the especially part why I don't think he'll do it, and why we have an opportunity to go up. Again, we'll have to see. And it's because, remember, the State of the Union address is tomorrow for Joe Biden. Jerome Powell is a very political person. He is very smart and savvy with what he wants to do and how to keep power. If you guys remember, back when all this inflation stuff started, remember how Janet Yellen came out and said it was transitory? Remember how Jerome Powell came out and said it was transitory? The reason he came out and said it was transitory was because he wanted to be selected by President Biden again to do the role. Remember, he was up for like a re-election, or Biden can say, hey, your term is over. I'm going to renominate you, or I'm just not going to nominate you again. Thank you for your service. We want somebody else in there. He said everything was transitory to keep his job, because otherwise Joe Biden would have just said, hey, we appreciate your service. Your term is up. We're not going to let you back in there. There's a lot of politics involved in this role, in this job as well, right? So I do believe he's going to probably not say anything too crazy. If he says his normal hawkish stuff, that can cause the market to go down for sure. But I don't think he's going to say something super drastic where the Dow's down 1,000 points tomorrow, is my point there. Maybe during his next speech, if there's another one over the next few weeks, that may actually have more of a positive impact. But he's politically savvy. Everybody that lives in that little DC bubble, New York, Jersey, whatever else is over the Philadelphia, they, they're just like a lobbyist, and they all make their money off the government. The government pays a lot of them for that type of work, right? And they get paid handsomely by the government. So they understand the way that world works. I don't really understand it too much, but I remember looking at that, I was like, wow, his tune is very transitory, and that's because he wanted to get renominated by Joe Biden. Because, again, he was a Trump nominee. After Trump was defeated, after Trump left office, there was a lot of hate for that guy and anybody associated with him, and Jerome Powell was associated with him, right? So, do what you got to do to keep power. That's the Washington way. What is that? House of Cards type of mentality. Did I check my YouTube Shorts earning this month? I don't get enough views for YouTube Shorts to actually make any money off of anything. I think right now I'm making like 5 cents off of every 1,000 views. And each short I usually do is usually between 250 to 1,000 views. So I'm making like a penny or up to a quarter for every short that I do. I don't really do shorts for the money, honestly. That it's kind of me blabbering about something that I'm personally interested in. The only thing about it that kind of sucks is YouTube doesn't push out my shorts, even if they meet certain requirements. Like they want people to watch the entire short. They want you to comment on the short, like the short. And not really even like the short. That's not even a big thing. But if you guys are watching the short, my shorts, like 100%, like the whole video and even looping it, that's what they want to see. My content isn't really designed to be looped like that. Like I have a friend, he runs the Hydraulic Press YouTube channel. That guy is making a lot of money. Like a lot of money off of shorts. But my content isn't even near as exciting as that as far as the shorts side of things. There's no way I'm going to make that much money. Usually shorts is actually, shorts don't really promote crypto streams, crypto shorts all too much, because they're afraid it may get people into crypto and they may lose money, and YouTube may be held liable, I believe. So they don't really push out crypto shorts all too much. I think the most crypto shorts I've seen, like views, is when they make fun of somebody losing a whole bunch of money, or they're talking about a Reddit story compared to shorts and that type of stuff. Not really, like, hey, check out this cool new indicator. Maybe every now and again one explodes, but it's rare. It's very, very rare. Do I think USTC will be tied to a dollar again? No, I doubt it. I just don't think it's ever going to happen. And hey, Kryptonite, yeah, XRP, let's go for it. It's somewhere right here. Ooh, XRP's testing out this 200 moving average in the 4-hour chart. It already had the death cross over here going more sideways. Daily chart, however, oh wow, this is just really not. Oh yeah, because it spiked up so much over here. I forgot. It's making up for it on the moving averages. Well, this thing's going to have a really robust move here pretty soon. I just don't know which way it's going to go up. Because what I'm looking at right now is you can see that we recently had a breakdown. Right, this is just a simple one, nothing too crazy, just happened yesterday. I don't really see this too much of a big thing just because the overall market seems to be holding up fairly well, waiting for Jerome Powell, State of the Union, and stuff like that. And, whatever breakdown we were going to have a long time ago, this huge wick kind of messed everything up. What I see right now, though, is possibly us coming back down to the 50-day moving average and then having a bounce off of that. But I think if we actually do have a decent day tomorrow and the market kind of goes maybe a little bit more up, a little bit more of a bounce, I think you may just want to buy an opportunity over here maybe sometime tomorrow morning. What I'd be looking for personally is actually seeing what happens as we approach the 50 and the 20 moving averages on the 4-hour chart. Even if we have a death cross here between the 20, the 50, and the 200, if we could just make our way back above those two moving averages right here, I actually think there's an opportunity for us to at least pump back up towards 41 cents, maybe even 42 cents. After that, things get a little bit more tricky, of course, but I do think there's an opportunity here to make a little bit of money. I'm wondering if there's going to be a fake out tomorrow morning, and that may be an opportunity for you to buy up some assets here. Because the move so far has only been very, very small, right? You can imagine the 200 moving average right here. This move has only been about like a 1.61%, not the biggest. But I think if you wanted to buy this and kind of play it back up, I'd kind of just wait for this small breakout to occur. And then from there, really see if the breakout actually goes above the two moving averages here. I mean, if the breakout happens before the two moving averages, I wouldn't buy it. But if the breakout happens after the two moving averages, I would buy it. But at this point, it's probably going to happen after either way, so might as well not even use that trend line there. But that upward trend is definitely over, like everything else. It's just going more sideways here. I think it goes back down to 37, though. Didn't even work out for here because this wick is so nasty. I guess if we put it up here, what did that end up doing? A little bit better. Yeah, a little bit better. A little bit better. A little bit better right here as well. I would say be more careful with it, though. I don't really like the overall chart, but I would say if you can get this larger breakout, that might even be a better opportunity here. That larger break on the daily chart, that's usually we're going to have that big momentous move. Until then, it's probably going to be some scalps and some maybe 4 to 5 hour long trades here. Maybe up to 16 here, because if you're using the 4-hour chart, right, you're waiting for that breakout. It may take a little bit of time. But I think the big move you're looking for is probably just up here until we have something that looks a little bit prettier. Because at this point, it looks like we kind of want to go sideways. We're hoping at this point that Jerome Powell, Joe Biden, or something causes the market to go a little bit more volatile. Because you guys can see we've just really been sideways and it's been kind of boring. Let's get rid of this one. I don't need the whole suite right now. Let's go to the channels. I like to have the support and resistance levels here. Do the opposite of what Jim says. Why I'm bearish tomorrow? Because Kramer came out swinging the bull bet. Well, you remember he said in October, November to not buy. No, November, don't buy crypto. Stay away from crypto. Sell all of your crypto. And what happened when he said that? November was right over here. Yeah. He knows a lot about investing. He really does have a large amount of information about how the world of investing works. But the guy just, I guess, has trouble reading data. I like just the technical analysis of what you're looking for, buy low, sell high, and not even that, just like the risk, right? Like dollar cost average and doing your safe stuff. It seems like when he's given an actual question, then he gives like a blabbering answer about like, oh, I love this. This should be really, really good. I don't think he's really taking into account the technicals. I think he's trying to take into account like the overall health of the company, if you will, kind of like a more feeling of it, because he's a very passionate individual, and not so much about like, hey, this thing looks about to break down. We're looking at death crosses all over the place. We're looking at earnings slowly going down, that type of stuff. Earnings, multiply contraction. He doesn't really look at that type of stuff anymore. And I think because he's been talking for so long, he's been able to kind of get away with it, some bad calls. But now that it's like a phenomenon to make fun of him for all of the bad calls, which he's made so many, it's sad, but like funny. And I don't feel bad for him because he's literally getting paid tens of millions of dollars to do all this stuff. So I'm like, it comes with the territory at a certain part, right? Just like when there's a lady on CNBC who always breaks down the news, and I'm like, your information's a little bit wonky about how you're like framing it. But then at the same time, I'm like, you know what? Maybe they just don't really have the time to learn everything about blockchain technology, and I can kind of understand that. Nor do the viewers that kind of watch CNBC understand everything there is about, blockchain technology and stuff like that. Let's see. And hey, the degenerate, I honestly like following this dude. I appreciate it because he doesn't hype for views. He's like, hey, bro, I'm here. There. How's it going? Hey, guys, when the bull market starts, I will be much more hyper, much more active, much more like talking about stuff and, like going crazy. Right now, we're just going sideways. I'm not, the real reason I'm not really trying to hype everything up and do everything crazy is pretty much just because, again, I still think we have to go lower. What I'm doing to play this safe right now is just doing dollar cost averaging. I'm not going to go against my own personal thoughts to get more views. Now, there are things I could do to get more views. Like I made myself a green screen here today. That's going to hopefully get me more views. You guys can see who responds to the channel or affiliate links. Like I would say, not really. They're not paying me. There's kind of affiliate links. Got a new term. A little bit of stuff here. The chart's a little bit more crisp. I need to buy a new cam link or something cord. The camera you guys are looking at me on is like a $2,000 camera. It's a very nice camera. But I just learned today that the cam link I got, it really doesn't show you 4K image or even a 6K image of me. It shows you a 1080 view picture of me through 6K data. So 6K data is going through the cord, it hits the cam link, and it puts it out to a very nice 1920 by 1080, picture. But it's not actually showing you guys me in 4K or 6K like I was hoping it would. So I have to find some type of thing for a 6K camera, which is going to be rough because the camera I got, and it's a nice one. I drove down to Oregon to get it so I could actually see it in my hands. This thing. So there's like a Black Magic, and there's like the Black Magic Pro. I got the regular Black Magic because I don't really think I need a Pro. So there's the Black Magic 4K, Black Magic Camera 6K. One of my friends convinced me to get this. He has a channel called Longest Solo Ever. He has some really great music if you guys ever want to check him out. There we go over here. I gotta make sure he doesn't play any music here. Yeah, what do you call? He plays a lot of music, a lot of different stuff. He got really popular over COVID, like 6.6 million views for a 2-minute and 55-second video. Absolutely insane. But yeah, so he has really good stuff. But he pretty much taught me everything I need to know about mics, cameras, everything. I don't know if I can buy the camera here. Can I? I don't know how much it costs these days. I could go back over here. Amazon. No, not Amazon. Yeah, here you go. This is where you get all this stuff. Oh, this is the Pro. I don't need the Pro. I was like, why is it so expensive? Maybe Amazon just really does have it. Yeah, $2,000. Oh, it's normally $2,500. It's not normally $2,500. It's like normally $2,000. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, absolutely fantastic camera. I love this sucker. Now I don't remember what all these pieces are when I first got it, but it's a really nice. It's a really nice camera. And that's the type of stuff I end up doing for my channel to get more views, a better experience. like what I've recently started to do for the channel, actually, which I've been very happy about, is start talking to you guys about more of these indicators. Like all the indicators I have on my screen, I've already done videos on them. Just like say, hey, if you guys want to use these indicators, go for it. What I'm potentially working on right now is to make content while I'm doing this course that I'm building out. And of which case I have, just so you guys can see what the course is going to be about. Tomorrow morning, I actually have. Over here very fast. Let me see if I can find it. Over here, there we go. This thing. Okay. I have this video coming out tomorrow. I don't expect it to get many views, but basically what this video is going to go over is the course that I'm making. Now, it's going to be much longer than this. The more I do the hours and stuff like that, I may have drastically underestimated how many hours of content this is going to be for this course. It might be like 50 hours of lessons and stuff like that, because I'm going to go through all the indicators and all the scripts that I want to talk to you guys about as far as trading view is concerned. So it's going to be a hassle. But tomorrow, if you guys care, it's scheduled for 9 a.m. My time, so 12 o'clock Eastern time. Basically, it will go over, this is really bad format because it's through YouTube, but basically it'll go through, let me turn the volume down. It'll go through everything we need to do, even though like quitting your job, backup accounts, portfolio management, you name it, it's going to go over that. And so you guys can see what the overview of the course is going to be. And if you guys are interested in taking the course down the road, it's going to take me a while to do this, guys. I just started recording, and I think I have like this part done. This is the second video. The first part was just a short intro explaining, like, hey, everybody, who I am, how I've been trading and stuff like that. But that course is going to be pretty fun. But what I'm trying to do in the background here is this. These type of videos, top indicators. I didn't spell that right. There you go. Stuff like this. The single best indicator for day trading, these type of videos, right? I just go through an indicator, explain how I use it, but do it in a way that seems more exciting. Practice using graphics and stuff like that. That way I can earn revenue from those videos, which I can kind of therefore reinvest into the channel. Because once I reinvest it into the channel, then I can just, hopefully get a staff together once I move down to Nicaragua. Because I'm hoping to get like a camera guy, and somebody that can help me kind of like schedule everything out if that's possible. But I don't know how that's going to work out. If a stock has a high amount and fails to deliver shorts, is there a time frame to expect a pump? Wait, what do you mean? If a stock has a high amount of fail to deliver shorts, is there a time frame to expect a pump? Oh, okay, so you're talking about shorts, not in YouTube shorts. You're talking about like shorts as in just like trying to create a short squeeze. So normally you're never going to know exactly when a short squeeze is going to occur. Usually what kicks it off is one of two things. A hedge fund is closing their position slowly of shorts, and somebody notices it and they attack. Okay, there's this flat out attack, and then they have to sell off more and more and more, and that causes the squeeze as people panic, or hedge funds just say, hey, let's get out of it now. We'll see a little bit of a loss, but we've made so much money on the way down, it'll be fine. They kind of plan for this, and because of what happened with GameStop and AMC, they don't hold as much shorts on their books for any particular asset, right? The other way it normally happens is if a bunch of influencers get together and like, hey, buy, or maybe at the same time it could be a wealthy individual, and it shows you a whole bunch of volume and stuff like that, and then boom, it forces the stop losses to hit for a lot of those short sellers, and that also causes a squeeze, although it may cause some halts at the same time because there's so much momentum coming in out of nowhere. For AMC and some of these other plays, right now it's most likely just a news event that really doesn't have anything to do with big dogs kind of pouring money into it. More about Bed Bath & Beyond having a really crazy time because of their kind of news going back and forth, and people using that as an opportunity here to make some money by saying, hey, if Bed Bath & Beyond is pumping, AMC must be pumping, GameStop must be pumping, so therefore I better go buy those because I've already missed out on the opportunity to go buy Bed Bath & Beyond, if that makes sense. But you're not ever going to find the right time for it. The best thing you can do is buy and hold, but it's so hard to buy and hold an asset that just wants to come down all the time. That's why there's such high risk. That's why I don't trade them. The risk is higher than it needs to be in order for me to make a consistent living off of it. If I want to have fun gambling, yeah, I go play with them. I have a lot of fun with it. I remember back during 2020 or 2021, whatever it was when GameStop went up, I was doing day trading with you guys, and like in 7 minutes, I made $1,500. I was like, oh, best 7 minutes right there. Then I proceeded to go waste the money doing something. I don't remember what, but no, I just wasted the money doing something. Because I had it through my Webull account and not my normal investment portfolio. So I was like, oh, I can just take this straight to my bank account and see what happens with it. But it's risky, so I don't usually like it. But you usually just waiting for that momentum. You're usually going to be waiting for maybe an igniter candle as far as the volume is concerned. That might be something you're looking for. But typically, it's a high risk game, high risk, high reward. So you want to play it right. I normally just try to catch on the momentum, and preferably for me, I don't really hold it day by day. I buy options and day trade. Options and day trading is much easier. So if we went over here, I don't know if there was any halts today though, with all this stuff going on. Isn't it a B or something? BBBY. Yeah. Okay. 15-minute chart. Let's get all this crap off of here. Okay. This is after hours, I'm assuming. I can't tell. Why does it look so dark right now? You can do the trick. Or you should do the trick here. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, after hours. Okay. 1 hour chart should maybe help us out a little bit more here. Breakout right there. You could buy. Let's go to the 15 and see if it's more accurate. Oh, this would have been a tricky one. It tricked you. Ripped, dipped, ripped. I just don't know if there was a halt during this time frame. Anything else with here on the lower end? No. Oh yeah, that would have been a hard one. Came back down there. Found some support there. Five. You would have had to buy at this consolidation and take a massive risk, but I mean, it paid off. But in hindsight, it paid off. You wouldn't have known if it was going to pay off if when you were buying this at the time. You would have literally just had to have some faith, because you can see the same opportunity here broke down, then it took off. I mean, I have to say this would have just been a ballsy play here. You guys know I'm more of a conservative trader. I just make money and I'm happy with it. I don't need to make like $1 billion, $1 million, something like that. But I mean, this would have just been a ride. On the end of the day here, I mean, maybe you could have bought this breakout right here. I'm surprised there wasn't a halt 488 to 4 here. So this is 1125, 1120. There you go. So there was no halt. That's interesting. A pump up. There was the halt right there. Right there. There was a halt. Maybe here. That'd have been a nice move. You can see how it continued up. There probably was a halt right there too. Let's go to the 1 minute chart. Maybe I can see the halt here. Halt, yeah, open up. No, that's not a 1 minute halt. It probably did something really janky over here, and I just can't see it because of the chart. Maybe over here, yeah, but you would have had to been scalping. You would have had to like have 4 charts open and kind of watching everything, as well as the news to see if there was anything breaking. So there's like only 2 opportunities this entire day for me to personally want to buy in, and both of them would be more like, hey, you want to have some fun, you want to be ballsy, you got to get in there. But I like to trade on momentum. I don't really care about buying and waiting. Like through all this crap, I would never even touched it. Not even this stuff. I might have bought a position here, had a stop loss here, and that's the way I would have gone with it. Like if you buy here, your stop loss has to be down here, which is quite a bit, especially if you're trading options. Going back a few more days, wouldn't have touched this. If we had a breakout somewhere in here, maybe, but we didn't. Might have been a day trade there. but honestly, it wouldn't have even hit my target, so I would have actually walked away with a loss, or probably just hit my it would have just hit my stop loss. But to me, that's still the same as a loss, right? Because I wasted my time. Wait, maybe a short right here. That could have been interesting. So from here to here, what did that look like? I mean, how often are you going to expect a breakdown to go all the way down 30%? I mean, I guess in these types of environments, sure, but that's risky to try to hold on that long. Okay, no, let's see that double bottom kind of, but it happened after hours. I'm not trading that. Like, there's just so little incentive for me to actually want to trade any of, of this, because I like to day trade these moves for momentum. Again, another opportunity for a breakout, maybe a slight one, but you can see how everything's mixing back down here. I don't know. Oh. Breakdown right there. No, it's just, I like clean patterns, clean breakouts. You're not really getting much of that. You're kind of in these, short consolidation periods. If everything's flat, then maybe. But again, you're looking for what we saw today. You're looking for, damn, we were looking at this for a minute. Okay, you're looking for robust movement, like really good movement. But you see how we were holding very strong. You're buying into that. And again, if you're buying right here at 393, your stop loss is going to be right down here. Like, it's going to be an aggressive play, and that's why I normally don't do this. I'm looking at it, but you got to have balls if you want to trade this type of stuff. And while I guess I do have some balls, it's not meant to be. I don't like to waste my money unless I'm, again, like I said, just having fun gambling. That's the mentality you have to have when you're doing this, at least as far as I'm concerned. Because I don't even want to touch this right now. Because even if you wanted to buy puts on this right now, even like a $3 put or a $2 put, the implied volatility is going to kill any option on this thing. So like maybe tomorrow, if you guys want to trade open market or pre-market, buy this breakout. If it comes, buy the breakout. How's the 50-minute chart doing? Buy sometime where on 425, get out sometime a little bit over 5. If it goes above 5, stop loss is now 5. If it goes down below, you take your profit, you run. That's how you got to look at this stuff. Implied volatility must be just the most chaotic thing ever here. DBBY. I mean, look at all these calls. $1 million premium, $404,000 premium. Can you guys see this? Let me zoom in a little bit. It may mess up the graphics here, but that's okay. 1.22 million, 404,000, 364,000. This is for 8/18/2023. Strike price of $150. That's already in the money. $1. So this is at all $1. These guys are just playing it safe, it looks like. The price is currently at $520, it looks like. They bought it around $490 to $525, so they're not even like, it's a little bit profitable, maybe. No, bid, it was at $490, ask at $5. So they're actually losing so far here. Again, not a lot. 5 cents with 1.22 million. Not a lot when you think about it for them, but money-wise, it is quite a bit of money here. This is for 2024. This is for February. So this is for February 17th. That's for next week. They're expecting this to continue popping, though. Actually, I need to get out of this one. So I should do ask only. No. We're here. Flow, here you go, Florida ask. No, I don't do that right now. Is there any puts being bought? Oh, there's some puts being traded. So you guys know, AA means above ask. A means at ask. B means at bid. So if it's at bid, it's being bought. It's being sold to me. It's at bid, it's being sold. If it's at ask, or at ask, right, or above ask, it's being bought. Okay, so you can see there's really a lot of people buying up puts and calls. Not really many people selling puts and calls. I'm trying to figure out if that's just me and messing up this. So I'm going to reset this very fast. So clear, yeah. This I know it's going to clear everything up. There you go. Any bids in here? Everybody with money is just loading up on them. Like they're making their bets. Oh no, I'll go back over here. So I reset the thing. BBBY. So yeah, there's some puts in here. Okay, so anything with bids? No, nobody's selling off or anything. Yeah, wow. At least as far as these indexes are concerned. So with the most premium here as far as Bed Bath & Beyond is concerned, a $10 call, a $10 strike price for this Friday. They want to see it get to $10. Are you kidding me? Like, oh my God. I don't have my login information from my Robinhood account. If I click on this, well, it should bring up a chart. Oh no, I didn't mean to filter calls. Damn. I'm still getting used to this. Reset. BBBY. Okay, so we just saw $10 somewhere here. There's a dollar. $6 call for this. $5 call for. Stop moving when I'm trying to move. Okay, let's go here. $6 call. If I just click on this, it should bring up something. Okay, there we go. Can I bring up the chart? Chart. Yeah, this is why I love this tool. Okay, this is what makes this worth it. So you can see the value of the calls over here. Okay, so can I zoom into this? Yeah. So they bought. There we go. They bought right here. This is a what type of chart is this? I can't tell. I feel like I'm missing some technical analysis here. Oh, this is a minute chart. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Can I make this full screen? Oh, no, I can screenshot and download the chart. This guy is working his butt off on this thing. Okay. Oh, but there's no way to tell. Okay, does it just tell me the, what do you call here? Okay. Expiration date weekly. Volume is up a lot, I believe it, after everything we've seen. So we're looking at let me see where he bought it. 108. 108. Let's just say 118. So it's up around 9.5, like 9.25%. Not a lot, but he's banking on tomorrow having a really massive day, I'm assuming here. But so this is for this Friday. So Theta is going to start killing this thing. So what you're seeing on this particular chart is just the Theta killing. I mean, the price actually went down here as well. So I haven't got too much Theta, but I mean, here, like just back in oh, I can't tell. When was this? Oh, this was all the second. Oh, okay. What? Oh, so I'm looking at the wrong thing. Okay. So back on the 3rd, just 3 days ago, this call cost 10 cents. Now it's at $1.08 for a nice hefty profit. I don't know who was buying it at these levels because it was probably like throwing money away. But potentially this guy, somebody could have bought this for 10 cents, this same call, and sold it up here for like $1.85. Massive astronomical returns. But you had to do that. You can even see over here, can I drag and stuff? I need to go have a conversation. I need to call this guy up and be like, hey, how do I use this website? Okay, but basically, this is Soul Team 3. Dark pool equity levels. Oh, yeah, look at this. Dark pool data coming in here as well. Yeah, they're definitely buying some stuff up. Look at all the stuff they've been buying up here. Large blocks of it. They're having fun with this sucker. Really? That much? I mean, it's not like a total lot of money, but that's around like $5-6 million. Somebody's just playing with big amounts of cash, trying to manipulate the price. Oh, well, yeah. Okay, I won't stay on this too much, but if you guys do want to look at option flow data, I'm always available to do it. This channel gives me money if you guys sign up for as far as like commissions and whatnot, affiliate links. But I really am surprised people are doing some really crazy calls here. I mean, this is for next year, 2024, too. $1.50 strike price. $3, and they spent $170. That's actually not. So basically, this person is going to make a killing in the market if, for whatever reason, Bed Bath & Beyond does not go bankrupt. That's what they're banking on basically next year. Not going bankrupt and being above $1.50. Probably they want it to be around $5 to $10, honestly. If it's above, yeah, $5-10 would be a good level for these guys by next year. I would say probably closer to 10 if you want that theta, that long-term theta to be strong. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to these type of moves, just play it safe. But I don't really like to hold too much after hours. Hold overnight. I would prefer just to have some fun during day trading. If you guys do want to do a swing trade, again, the stop loss is going to be massive. You just want to have fun with it. You don't want to stress too much over it. When I trade meme stocks, I am never stressed because I'm just having fun. That's the way I view it, because it's just kind of like an emotional roller coaster ride, and I can't manage my emotions that well. I can try, but I'm not gonna. Litecoin halving always started at the start of the Bitcoin bull rally. Does Plan B stock 2 flow model still valid or canceled? I haven't checked out Plan B in a hot minute. He's been wrong a few times before. I would say, honestly, just wait for him to correct himself and say, hey, I made a mistake. Usually he's very upfront in saying that he's made a mistake. We had a big disagreement, not like it wasn't like a viral disagreement, but I remember we disagreed about the November of 2021, I believe. He said we were going to go to some really, like, the bull market wasn't going to be over, but once I saw that death cross, I was like, oh, we're kind of fucked. But he's been wrong before, so am I. I would just wait for him to say, hey, I made a mistake here, or just ask him on his tweet. Don't be condescending or making fun of him, but just ask him. And usually the guy responds. He's pretty, I don't know who he is, but he seems like a pretty chill guy. And he knows what he's talking about. He just, he has theories. Sometimes they don't work out. Sometimes, the data we have one day kind of shifts over the next few days. Who would have thought we would have had 500,000 jobs in January or December? Weird stuff happens. Any opinions on XHC Chia coin ranked only 100 million market cap? I don't have any opinions on it. If you believe it can go somewhere and you've actually read the white paper, toss $20 at it, toss $50 in it. $100 million market cap can be very, very fun. My small market cap play right now I've been adding more to is BitGet, but that's only because it keeps on going up. But I mean, I would say toss $50 at it and see where it goes. But you really want to dive deep into the white paper, and you want to go into their communities and start talking to people. Say, hey, what have they been working on? What do you think about it? And don't go to a Discord and ask it like a general question, and then everybody's like, "Oh my god, this is the best thing ever." They can be hype trains in there. Same with Telegram groups. Just kind of absorb what you can, listen, and if you feel comfortable with it, just toss a few bucks in there. But don't toss like hundreds and hundreds of dollars. No, never worth it. Or I mean, it can be worth it if it goes big, but usually it's not worth it. What do I take, Jasmine? If you don't mind taking a look at, I'm not that good at TA yet. Hey, Stefan, let me know the actual ticker for the coin you're talking about, because I think you're talking about maybe Jasmine coin, but I don't know if it's actually a coin out there called Jasmine coin, or if there's a stock out there called Jasmine. Let me know what you want me to check out, and I'll be happy to give it a look for you. And hey, Mo, happy to see you back, man. Nice late night. Can I check out HTR? Oh, yeah, coin, yeah, HTR coin, okay. Crypto? I'm guessing KuCoin would probably have the best chart for us on this one. Let's go to the daily. Oh, this is an interesting one. This one's technicals are looking okay. So at this point in time, it's having a nice little rebound off of the 20-day moving average here, getting closer to resistance. I would say at this point, if we can actually get back up here and actually have a breakout, I'd be totally into buy. If you did want to buy now, you're probably going to have a pretty decent stop loss, which is going to be the 20-day moving average. That's going to be around like 8%, and you can tell like just by how this is like 10 cents here, 11 cents here. That's a pretty significant move. I would have loved to buy if it came down a little bit lower over the past few hours, even though it broke down below the moving averages too. Yeah. Okay. This really isn't the strongest of support levels, but if it comes back down here, I might take a small opportunity to buy some up. Other than that, I'm really just waiting for a nice breakout here, and then I would love to see how much further this bad boy wants to go. Because as far as Bitcoin's concerned right now, Bitcoin's trying to bounce a break back above the 20-day moving average. We have all this news coming out later on today or tomorrow, almost today, my time. And then from there, you're hoping for that big boost here. 200 over here. I might use this trend line as a stop loss, but I'd probably just say use the 20-day moving average here. If you really want to have a more aggressive stop loss, that gives you more leeway, just use the 200 here as far as the daily moving average is concerned. But I would love to see a big move like that on the upswing. I think this could actually get up to 12 cents, maybe even 14 cents would be a really powerful move here. What's up here? Yeah, okay, hit this resistance level right there. That's what we're dealing with right now. Buy here. Hope it can move up a little bit more. You could always scale out right there as well, but I would like to see that thing really get a nice little pop. Because we're about to have our first death cross here in a long time between the 50-day moving average and the 200. Last time that happened was, oh dear lord, 2021 September. Yeah, I don't mind this. Let me see something here very fast. Is it? So the squeeze already happened. It's so well, the squeeze has just got back on the let's see. The squeeze releases, I guess, is what it's called here. That already happened. Getting back to more of a squeeze technique. Buy here. Let's go back over here. So channel still, yeah, dealing with resistance, so that's not bad. Buy signal there and Hootsuite. Yeah, the buy signal really hit right there, and that actually worked out pretty well. Sharp. Squeezing. I would hold off and wait for the breakout. But see, this resistance up there. I would still take the opportunity here if it did break out to 1171. If that broke out, I'd be happy to play that out. Other than that, I might just wait for it to come back down a little bit more, but I'd like to see where this goes. Because it really has the opportunity to go up so high here to 19. Looks like it probably has a lower market cap, so this could be really, really fun. Don't hold too long because it looks like it definitely just wants to keep on going down in the long run. Okay. Can't believe Bitcoin broke down below that 20 though. And let's go take out the Hall Suite at the channel, take out the super trend, and there we go. Yeah, latest I stayed up in a while, dude. Oh no, I usually just go to bed around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, maybe even 3 o'clock sometimes. I need to be going to bed earlier. Do I follow Charles Payne? No. Who's Charles Payne? I don't know. I'm not much of a social media guy. Like I spend my time on social media quite a bit, so I don't really spend too much time on social media. I even stopped tweeting as much because it just got hard. So I'm on my computer for most of the day, and I'm on my phone for 9 hours a day, according to Apple. I need to calm that stuff shit down. I think I'm just watching too much TikTok, honestly, because I'm looking at things, I'm making videos, I'm trying to make content for short form stuff. Even when I control this camera that you guys are looking at me through, that I do it through my phone. So I just use my phone for everything. Here, my phone has a 15% battery, so I don't know how much longer I can use it. But I can go over here, go right here, and let me zoom out my face very fast. All right, you can see it's in decent focus because I kind of blew up my face here. But I can go over here. I can connect to my camera through Bluetooth. Again, it's a nice camera. but I can manually change the focus here. Do like the auto focus setting or whatever it's called. I can change a whole bunch of stuff. I can change the ISO. See, brighter, 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 brighter. You can even see my green screen right there, right? Take it back down to 1,000. But I can go over here and I can change the focus. Now you guys can't see me, right? See my teeth. Yeah. The yellow pixels, oh my god. Shouldn't have had curry tonight. Let me fix it back up a little bit here. It's getting there, guys. It's getting there. Kind of. Slowly. There we go. Oh, went too far. Just enough to see my pores and a little bit of oil and grease on my scalp or my face, right? So I can do a lot of stuff with this phone. There we go. All right. But yeah, I'm on my phone for like 9 hours a day. It's absolutely insane. I also watch anime on here. So if I'm like chilling out with a friend or I'm like, eating lunch out somewhere and I don't want to do anything, I can just watch anime while I'm eating. Sometimes I would do that as well. So, but I am on my phone for 9 hours a day, which is absolutely insane. Like I'm not even joking. Let me see. Apple will tell me. Maybe I'm over exaggerating. You go to settings. You go to screen time. Daily average 9 hours and 2 minutes. 8 hours and 38 minutes now. But yeah. Actually, I am pretty sure I fell asleep watching Crunchyroll, and I actually like fell asleep through like 30 episodes of One Piece, so that kind of actually skewed my data. Perhaps. I don't know. Can I go to like last week? No, it doesn't let me do that. Oh, well, it's less than last week, apparently. Oops. I got at most at 0.05, so I'm trying to figure out what to do. Thanks. Yeah, so far, you're still in a decent position. Just give it some time, but don't be afraid to start scaling out eventually, okay? Just, sell some off here, then you can feel more confident about letting the rest ride. I would only pull, again, I would only get a little bit more concerned if we start breaking down below the 200 daily moving average on that chart. See, XCH, did we just go over that? I don't know. We did not go over this one. I would have noticed that green. Chia. Oh, this is at a nice little buying opportunity right now. It broke down below the 20-day moving average, it looks like a few days ago. It actually had a really nice run-up with everything else. It is actually at a decent level of support at this point in time, so if you wanted to, you could start buying up. Your stop loss is probably going to be pretty aggressive, unfortunately, so way down here about the 50-day moving average, so it will be a moving stop loss. And even then, you're probably going to wait for it to close down below that, or maybe do 2 to 3% below that 50-day moving average if you want to not be afraid that it's going to like wick down, so you don't want to get stopped out here and see it come back up. So I'm a little bit below that is going to be your stop loss at this point in time. But I would say, let's go. If you're buying right now, you're just hoping that tomorrow Jerome Powell is dovish, everything's good, State of the Union going into Wednesday, everything's pumping up because Joe Biden said some really good stuff, Jerome Powell said some really good stuff. That's the play here as far as a lot of these assets are concerned. But right now, this is much closer to a buying opportunity than a lot of other assets out there. So it actually doesn't look too bad as far as Cheat Network is concerned. Now, of course, if we break down from here, we're most likely going back down to $34, $35, so that is a concern. But you're hoping that this golden cross right here can kind of carry on the day, at least get you back up here to $47. And then from there, if we really do have another rally, then you can start thinking about levels of like 51.5, basically. Kind of going back up here, I guess, all the way to $54.75. Really, though, scale out half here, scale out the rest anywhere up here where you're happy. Like anywhere is fine. Once it goes up here, use this bottom level pretty much as a stop loss. That bottom level is probably going to be around $47 if you just want to round up a little bit more. That's how I'd play this right now. But right now it doesn't seem like a bad opportunity to actually buy some if you wanted to. Again, it's a big gamble because of all the news that's about to break tomorrow with Jerome Powell and what's going to happen with the State of the Union address with Joe Biden. It's a gamble, but that's how I would be playing it if I wanted to. I'm not playing this, but if you wanted to, it seems like a decent play at this moment in time. And hey, Stefan, Jasmine, okay. No worries, my man. I just wanted to double check because sometimes people have asked me stuff I don't know, and I talk about something that nobody cares about for a few minutes until the lag kicks in from the stream. Like, oh no, I actually meant this, and by that time I haven't even gone all the way down to read the comments. So I've done it, read the comments, but I messed up. But okay. As far as Jasmine is concerned, this is not an opportunity technically for me to want to be buying into this just because it looks like a few days ago we had a massive move. Normally, when I see stuff like this, I'm like, well, I missed the move. I might, if I was already in it, I'd be looking to scale it at this point, okay? Day trading, that's another story. You could definitely have some fun day trading this. But man, I mean, it's breaking out now. You'd want to buy now. It's still going right now. You'd want to be buying the breakout now. To me, again, it seems a little more risky just because of all the news that's about to break down tomorrow. Let's go over here to the 4-hour chart. I guess we just got to go to the daily here. Let me try the baby one first. Held up here, broke out there, dealing with some resistance there. Let's go a little bit higher now. Held there for 2 days. Now we're breaking out. Heading back up to the resistance. Yeah, okay. You know, you might see it just go back up here to 0.00827. Again, if you were to buy now and sell there, that's about a profit of 8%. To me, it doesn't seem worth it because the downside is just so extreme. I would probably just wait to short this sucker when it breaks back down below the 20-day moving average. Closes down below it for the most part. Maybe the 4-hour chart had it handled here. We closed down below it here. That was only a short-term move and it got rejected off that support. Makes it more difficult. Then it's not as clean. It is an altcoin, isn't it? I'd only want to be scalping this for maybe at max half an hour. I mean, that's even more of a day trade. I wouldn't be the most optimistic about this thing really going up until unless the market really how do I say this? Unless there's big buyers kind of manipulating the price by just putting in large amounts in different exchanges, which can happen. It's just people want to buy the asset. They just have a lot of money to buy the asset, right? Make this auto for us. Log. But I would say be careful. Usually when I see something like Jasmine kind of running off right now, I would prefer to buy in these kind of stagnant areas where nothing is really happening. When the Bollinger Bands are getting closer and closer and closer, waiting for that big pop. You just have to guess right as far as this is concerned. And it does have a lot of momentum. So you're probably right to think it's probably going to keep on going higher and higher and higher. But boy, oh boy, is it just really close to where it's probably going to run out of gas here pretty soon. If you think there's something really big going on, I don't know, like a news event, potentially can get all the way up here to 0.010427. On that side, though, that's going to be a very hard resistance to break out of because it's always going to be troubling enough to break out above the 0.0082 level. So it looks fun. Kind of I personally missed the boat on this one. I'm not going to even try to catch it right now. I would just be kind of observing and having some fun as far as I'm concerned here. But it doesn't look terrible. It doesn't look terrible at all. I mean, if you wanted to scalp it, I should say that. Oh, I need to fix this back up very fast. Let's go to the chart. Let's go over here. All right. I'm doing a lot of things today. I don't know why I'm doing that. Oh, because I was testing out my whatever this thing is. That thing. I just tapped on the thing. Tapped on that thing. Let's go over there. There we go. Hey, no worries, E-Trev. Happy to see you back, man. Hope you're doing well. Charles Payne is a news guy who told retail to buy GME when it was 140% short. Oh, sorry. I definitely know who Charles Payne is. He's Fox Business. My brain totally went to YouTuber. Yeah, I know who he is. I like the guy. He has really chill glasses, and he has like a very square head. He seems pretty chill. But yeah, I know who he is. I haven't watched him in a hot minute here. Normally he's on midday when I'm usually watching a closing bell on CNBC. Yeah, because then there's a 5 in the afternoon that I watch every now and again. Then there's Jake Tapper. I don't normally watch too much news on CNN or Fox News, but I watch the 5 every now and again, and then Jake Tapper to kind of get an idea of what's going on. Because I think they both come around like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, or something like that. I think I watched. I guess I haven't watched it since. No, I watched it. No, I watched. Yeah, I watched it last week because we had the balloon stuff. That's why I was watching it. But yeah, I know Charles Brand. He's pretty chill. I've been in it since yesterday, so I'm just wondering where you see it's going. Oh, yeah. It looks like it wants to go up a little bit higher. It's going to run up to that resistance level, but just be careful with it. Start thinking about your stop losses to make sure that no matter what happens, you're walking away with a profit. That's your goal. You bought at a very good opportunity. You caught the momentum. Don't lose that momentum and get worried out of it. Just make sure you have a plan to get out. That's one thing. Make sure you have a plan to get out. For me, I would probably have a stop loss up pretty decent close. Like maybe, if it falls down another 10%, I'd probably scale out. Maybe even 5%. But right now it's kind of on the war path and it has an opportunity to go a little bit higher. But if it does start to crash, you do want to have a stop loss there just to protect yourself. That's my opinion. Just don't take my financial advice and like go all willy-nilly with it. Kind of implement that into your own personal strategy. So my philosophy is before you make a trade, you know when you're going to sell and when you're going to buy. So you know the price you're going to buy at, like around this level, whatever, this support level, this breakout level. And then you're going to have scale out levels on top of it, especially for crypto. You can't really have too many scale out levels for stocks for a lot of the people I help out just because not everybody has $25,000 for pattern day trading and stuff like that. So you can get a pattern day trade warning if you're not careful, right? But when it comes to crypto, you can scale out here, there, everywhere, and just be happy with the move. My core philosophy is don't worry about getting the very, very top. My philosophy is just making sure you made enough money with a decent trading strategy. It doesn't have to be like crazy good. Like with Bitcoin here, I told everybody like a week ago, I sold off around 18,500. Guess what? Bitcoin came up to 24,000. I sold too early, but I still made a hefty profit. I'm happy. Right? And I guess I've been holding a couple other assets on like Ethereum and some of that, but still, I sold Bitcoin too early, and I didn't make as much money as I thought I would, but I still made money. So that's my philosophy. But all I say is just make sure you have a stop loss. That's the only advice I can really give you right there. Besides the technicals and stuff, but really having a stop loss protects you from losing any potential gains that you're afraid of losing. It feels great to have that be green. Don't risk it going all the way back down to where you bought it, if that makes sense. But definitely looks like it can go a little bit higher. Build up a trading journal so you know exactly those scale up points. For me, it's usually Fibonacci levels, and I'm happy to kind of sell out there. Maybe if I'm being frugal one day, I'll kind of hold a little bit longer. But I kind of work that into my strategy, so I know I can do that. I know I don't really get too much pain out of it. What I've been trying to do more recently is actually just hold a little bit longer, and it's burned me sometimes, and it's helped me sometimes. Honestly, it's kind of been more a slight help, but the added emotional stress of holding on longer than I normally feel comfortable, I don't like it. So I'm not really doing it too much. And that's just what I've observed for myself, and what I can say is, hey, I'm okay with just like chilling out a little bit and just making money. I don't need to make the most money, if that makes sense. How do I feel about Ethereum Classic? Let's take a look at it. We haven't talked about Ethereum Classic in a hot minute. This is interesting. Everything is just slowing down right now. I'm gearing up. So let's go to the daily chart first. Yeah, that 20-day moving average isn't doing anything for this thing. Consolidating. Oh, it's trying to make a move above the 200 here, though. Let's go right there. Plus a nice double bottom play down there. I would like to do a couple days swing trade on this. I'll zoom back in here, guys. I was looking at more of a macro view. I would like to trade this breakout here and just make it nice and simple from 24.24 if it broke out there. up to 25, basically the 200 daily moving average. That'd be about a profit of about 5%. 5 and it looks like 6% if I moved it all the way up here. But that's the only play I really want to do. But I just, again, we're heading towards these like major levels of resistance. So any breakout that we have, sure, I can make 5%. But do I really want to open myself up to that type of risk if for whatever reason we get slammed back down? Because of course, what's Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin also has this death cross coming up this week. It also has the resistance levels of the 200 daily moving average and the 50 weekly moving average. On top of that, we've been able to break down below this Fibonacci spiral level. Let's see if I can find it very fast. I think it's just on this chart, isn't it? Not this one, apparently. It must be this. Oh, it was this one. What's going on here? Something is wrong. Or maybe this one. I totally messed something up on this one by zooming out or something. It should be a thicker green line than other ones. Okay, well, we're up against a pretty nasty level of resistance. I don't know exactly where the button went here, but there's a pretty nasty level of resistance we're dealing with right now. So I'm a little bit more concerned. You can even see just right here from the moving averages that maybe we're not going to have that big move. But even if Bitcoin manages throughout the rest of the week to actually pump back up to 24,000, there's no guarantee that next week we actually break above this and continue going higher. Last time we got above the 200, we only lasted for like a few weeks, and we ended up crashing back down, unfortunately. So I would say the breakout is there for Ethereum Classic. I would definitely try to have some fun with it, but you want to be very observant of what's going on. It's not something you just buy and you're not paying attention to it at least once every few hours, if that makes sense. Usually you could probably have a volatility alert or something like that on your phone, or just if it hits this number, you don't have to sell, but you just have an alert to say, hey, whoa, this dropped down 3% over the last 24 hours. I just need to know what's going on, right? So that's how I'd be thinking about it. But what the heck happened to my chart? Is it because I have log on? Oh, I had log on. That's it. Yeah, see, right. Crazy what log will do on these charts. See, log off, log on, log off, log on, log off, log off, log on. You can see how it's still important. You can see the resistance level here, broke out above it. Just a little bit of support right there. But log off is how I designed the chart, how I built all this stuff with log off, so I stick with log off, if that makes sense. But you can see clearly. Let's go to the daily chart. We're having some issues here, just a little bit, but I mean, we can break out above it. Again, it's going to take some good news and a little bit of bullish movement as far as the NASDAQ is concerned, but we can do it. We can definitely do it here. Again, if you're banking on holding some of these assets for more than a few more days, you're really hoping that Bitcoin can really make that big move here and not continue to get pressed down by this moving average here. And you can see there was a few attempts to get above it. It just seems like every single time on the daily, we just get smacked it back down below before we can actually really confirm that breakout there. Let's get out of this. Let's go over here. Yeah, we can go over here now. It's okay. That's fine. No more Bollinger Band. Let's get the whole suite. No, let's go. I forgot about the divergences. We don't really have many divergences right now, so that's fine. Okay. I'll go back over here. This chart is set the way I like it. There we go. Okay. And hey, Tanker, happy to see you back, my man. Oh, dude, you are up late. And no worries, Stefan. Happy to help you guys out. Let me get rid of some of this stuff over here. Amazon trading percentage increase. There we go. Get rid of this. SoftBank's Vision Fund posts fourth quarter of losses as tech slump hits Japanese giant. Ooh, that's not good news. But I mean, how are futures? They're probably still red, green. Oh, they did turn red. So they were green when we started the stream here. I don't care about this. Let's see. That's interesting. It's kind of more proof of a slowdown. It's just slow down. Economy is getting worse here, guys. Economy is getting worse and worse and worse. And although they try to say that everything is fine, I think that a poll just came out saying like 51% of all like people making over $100,000, something like that, or making $100,000 say they're living paycheck to paycheck because of how expensive rent is and stuff in the cities. I mean, it sounds like to me they're poor at budgeting, honestly, but If you're making over $100,000, you can have a decent lifestyle. It's not going to be as pleasant as you want it to, but again, when I was making good money, I didn't necessarily live downtown all the time. I did at first because I was really excited out of college, making good money, cell phone stipend, all that type of stuff. But I told you guys this. Hold on a second here. Let me go to maps. Remember, I used to live right here. This is where I lived for a long time before I moved down south a little bit more. This little area, Bayside Garden Apartments. My car is, that's Keegan's car. My car is like right around here. But basically, I had a nice view of the water, very, very chill. But this apartment costs like $1,500. A little bit over, but like $1,550, $1,600, something like that. But $1,600 at 1,000 square feet, all wood floors, and waterfront views. It was amazing. 1 bedroom, 1 bath. Not like something fancy, but it was nice. Waterfront views. Oh, come on. But to get to work, instead of paying $3,000, $4,000 a month for the same type of view in apartments in Seattle, I woke up early, which means I lost time, but woke up early, got dressed in the cold, went over here to the parking garage, if I could find the parking garage, to buy my hair place. This is the train station. Oh, here's the parking garage, yeah. I get my hair done over here at Mandustrial. But you hop on the train, an hour later, you get off at the train station, King Street. There you go, right? No, it's a little bit further. There it is, yeah. Get off the train right here, and then you go to your office. I just Uber, costs like maybe $15, something like that. Uber right here. Sometimes even cheaper, actually. It depends if there's a surge or something. Go to office right here. Then maybe throughout the day I have other meetings, so I take other Ubers, but the company pays for the Ubers once I get to the work, technically. Like sometimes you go to the Columbia Center. That's kind of fun. Just basically talking with lawyers and stuff over there. Sometimes you go all the way over here for lunch, But at the end of the day, you get an Uber right back here. You catch the last train of the day, probably the 6 o'clock train if you're talking to your boss or something after work, you're doing your schmooze points. And you come all the way back down here, and you get back home around 7:30 to 8. That's what you're looking at. And of course, you go to bed, you chill out, then you wake up again really early, around like 5:30, something like that. 5:30 to 6, catch the 6:30 or the 7 o'clock train, get to work around 8. You have like an hour to chill and do work that you might have missed out on the day before or something like that. And but let me show you guys this. But no, this is I get my wine from a store over here called oh, it's not even there anymore. Well, this is a wine store right there. Bayside Gardens. The apartment. There's my car right there. My little silver car. Please call. Please call. I guess maybe it's a little bit more expensive than since the new people bought it. But the studio, the studio is like $1,500. $1,300 for a studio, which is 307 square feet. 307 square feet, up to $1,500. I mean, these ones all look like they're $1,300, so not too bad. They're probably street view, not water view. But yeah, guys, it's things have gotten a lot of pretty darn expensive. But you can see right here, nice wood floors and really chill. It's a really chill place. I just had to get a maid to help me clean it because the dust was unbelievable. I'm one of those guys that keeps my windows open all the time if I can, because it was a waterfront view. Like, get the seawater in there, or whatever, commencement bay water. When I moved, I almost didn't want to move out of my out of the town, so I almost got a marina spot and I almost invested in a boat. But then I realized I'd probably want to move abroad as I got older, so that's why we're moving here next year. Nicaragua. Right here. And honestly, I'll probably end up living over here, this little side, or this little side, or this little side. If there's a house or a plot of land I want to buy, I'll probably rent a house, honestly. But there's all these little tiny areas here, and you can see these little houses here. I'm okay living by myself. I got a dog. By then, I'm going to have a couple dogs. And so I can pretty much just kind of chill out here. And what I plan on doing is actually going down to with the friends I make over here. And I want to drive over to, the only thing is I saw the route. It's like a pain in the ass to get over here. But I want to go to Costa Rica, and there's Tamarind down here. This is a crazy fun place, I've heard. More expensive, but apparently it's like a really chill place. I don't know if there's a map I can do here. Oh, look at that. See, Google Maps is over here. But basically, this is a really chill little town. I think it's another port town or something like that. But you got some, sushi club. I was in a sushi club right there just now. I don't know what the heck that's doing over there, but oh yeah, fresh fish. Yeah, what am I talking about? You know, I guess I get the same beaches, but I'd still want to travel. It's not like I go to Vegas, I go to California, I go to Philadelphia. I would do the same type of stuff down there, but just more fun stuff if you ask me. People walking their dogs. There's a lot of expats down there. A lot of expats. Guy raking the sand, perhaps. I'm not entirely sure. What do people do on these beaches? I don't know. Oh, it must be a hotel of some type. I don't know. I don't know. I see some trash over here. Maybe I'm not going to go to this beach. I heard it was a really fun place though, so maybe I have to figure this out. Everybody's so blurred out. Who are you? You are doing some walking. Got a truck on the beach too? Oh man. Some fishermen out there. But yeah. So I want to do my traveling and stuff like that. I don't know why I'm started talking about that type of stuff, but 51% of people making $100,000 say they're like living paycheck to paycheck. That's the reason why. But it's not going to get any better for them. Like, I keep on seeing these people crying on TikTok that they just lost their job. And while I feel really, really bad for them, I'm like, guys, I know losing a job sucks. I've had to fire many people in my life, and it really does suck to that you're cutting off their income. But I just I feel bad only because I know how much their monthly expenses are, and how when you lose that, unemployment doesn't cover it anymore, especially because COVID's over. So they don't get the extra $600 a week of extra stimulus money. So where they might have been able to get during COVID, maybe a $1,600, $1,500 a week, maybe they only get $1,000 a week, or they only get $900 a week, which is if you're living in a $3,000, $4,000 apartment, it can really kill you real fast. Hey Tyler, my favorite music band artist. Um, I don't really have favorites like that. So I'm a fan of the classics. Smokey Robinson, Michael Jackson, like the Jackson Five, even Michael Jackson modern, I guess more modern. Um, Stevie Wonder, Michael McDonald. I'm a fan of old school music. I don't really like modern music all too much. Um, so I have severe ADHD. You guys know this. I've never been shy about talking about it. I have severe ADHD. I've only just started taking medication for it because I needed medication to actually build out this course for you guys. Normally I'd just be my normal self. Um, but I've had severe ADHD since I was in middle school, and I've never actually had medication for it. I've tried medication a few times, didn't really work out. This time I'm trying some other medication, which is not Adderall, but it's a different type, and it's longer acting and not a short burst type of Adderall type stuff. Um, so it seems to be working okay, but I still have a couple more weeks to see if it's actually working very well. I can tell it's working though. But the fact that I'm talking this kind of fast and this, I just went randomly to Nicaragua. That's ADHD doing its thing and me not staying on topic as far as crypto assets is concerned. Um, so when it comes to music, when I was a kid, a lot of my friends listened to hip hop and all this, pop music. My brain couldn't actually remember the words to music. So when it comes to modern music and stuff like that, I just can't. It's so fast, it's so everything. I can't do any of that stuff. I can't even rap, right? Um, my brain, physically, by the time I would finish one sentence, my brain would be doing something else. It's a miracle I got through private school. It's a miracle, I even went to college. Um, but like I don't really know any. I know modern music, but I just don't listen to it too much. Usually for me, it's the slower paced songs that I really like. Like um, like one of my friends, Kevin. I need to give him a call sometime this week. Actually, he works for a company called Session Wire. This company, again, I'm going off topic, but I don't care. I'm knowingly going off topic. That's a different that's a different thing. Session Wire. So I'm on version 3 already, so I got the newest version of this because I know the guy and he's really chill. So Session Wire is like the coolest thing out there that nobody knows about. So it's basically like, imagine you guys, like I'm in a band, you're in a band, I play guitar, you guys play drums. We can transfer high quality audio music instantly, and make a music and make some type of piece of music together, me and you, like all of us. But what makes this so cool is when we're kind of deciding everything and before we start really making the music, guess what? Um, the person, the host, the one that actually decides the meeting, like calls the meeting. Let's say I call a meeting and I get like 4 of you guys. When we make the song, we get it licensed. Okay, so we own the song. Session Wire takes a small fee. I think when somebody buys the song, they pay for the fee. We don't have to deal with it. But there's a blockchain contract that's set up. So as soon as we kind of decide what's going on, we say, hey, if we get a deal on this song, whether it's like a big music deal or if somebody just wants to use it for a show or a movie or something really, really good, right? I'll get 10%, you guys get 25%, the other guy gets 25%, whatever it may be, right? Maybe I get 50%, who knows? But you can adjust the percentages in the blockchain contract. So once once everything's finalized and you hit done on the recording and studio and stuff like that contract is done on the blockchain. So forevermore, it's there. You can't adjust it. You can't change it. That's what you have. So they use blockchain contracts, which is just awesome. But basically, like we can make music, but I can have my studio equipment here. You can have your studio equipment here, and all the music goes across perfectly. It is an amazing platform, especially version 3 that's coming out here pretty soon. It's great, and it's not even that expensive. Like it is paid for. So you have to create a free version right here. If you want the good stuff, you got to go to $7. Artist 15. It's not expensive at all. No, it's not. It's going to get way more expensive, I believe, over time. But basically, it's really, really chill. Anyway, the reason I bring this up here is because Kevin sent me a really good tune the other day. He's giving me a few. Like this guy knows everybody from the day. He's like that guy that was there at all these cool little points in like California back in the day when he saw this happen, this happen, this happen. But he sent me this really cool organ song. I can't really play it because I'm afraid that YouTube will ban. Let me see. Let me see how this would work out. Let me go over here very fast. I can actually open this up all the way on my widescreen. I have no idea where this song is. Odd Elements, Super Happy, Bing X, Logos, Vegas Street, Da Vinci. And okay. So this is it right here. Oh, I lost it. Power of Inspiration, D minor, D minor. Look for D minor. Look for D minor. Okay, so you know, like the Dracula song, dun dun dun. I don't know if it's Dracula, but dun dun dun. That song. We'll listen to it for just a couple seconds. I'll make sure my desktop audio is turned on here so you can listen to it. This may get loud, and I'm only going to play a few seconds of it. But he has a very particular version that I really love. This type of stuff I'll just listen to. I got really premium headphones just for this. I got premium soundbars just to listen to good music like this and the old music that I like. Okay, here we go. Now I'm going to play a couple other parts because, again, if I play too much, YouTube's going to get ticked off at me and cut it off. But we'll get towards the end piece here. There's actually a part like in the middle, but I just don't know exactly where that's at. But you guys can hear the bass towards the end, so listen to this. Okay, that's all I'll play. But I get tons of cool music like that from him. Even like old black folk singing music and stuff like that, which he really loves. But yeah, I mean that probably was really loud for you guys. I apologize. I did not think it was going to be that loud. But wow, that hurt my ears just by listening to it. So I know it was very, very loud. But yeah, I listen to a whole bunch of stuff. It's usually classical or it's stuff like this. I typically go to a lot of classical music events in Seattle because they're very, very cheap and nobody ever really goes to them. I mean, people do, but like here. I mean, I guess I just go to Paramount and just kind of see what they have. Do they have any classical opera? So yeah, Niels Fram, melody of feast for the ears, a rich experience that is intimate and compatible, whatever, compatible. Yeah, from $35 to 75. Main floor right here. I usually sit in row 2. I don't know why, but I like being slightly right to everything. Those are about $96. Row GG. I probably want to go a little bit closer. Can I like zoom in here? Quantity just 1. Floor 2. Wait, floor 2. What? Row GG. Row BB. No. What's that? Row GG. Whatever. I'd probably pay somewhere around the $99 to $150 range for a ticket. Doesn't seem too expensive for me for a really nice night of opera. I like it a lot. They also have the mezzanines and stuff like this. I'm not a fan of mezzanine seats. I really actually hate them. I don't know why, but I just like being on the ground level because I feel like I'm just more immersed. I think it's the acoustics. I think I actually really do enjoy being on the floor. But yeah, the Paramount Theater and the other one, I forget what it was. I used to work security for it back in college. Theater. I misspelled theater. I did. What's the theater? Paramount, no. Fifth Avenue, no. The Fifth Avenue? It's off of Mercer Street. Off the highway. Take a left over here. McCaw Hall. McCaw. This is where you go see the ballet. Yeah, see right there, the front picture is the Nutcracker. I don't even know what they have here. Wait, open table. I just want to see the website. Yeah, auditorium, yeah. Seattle Opera, there we go. 1,000 Splendid Suns, that's in February. Later on this month, I might go see this. How much are tickets for this one? Probably a Friday night type of show, even if there's traffic. It's probably worth it for that type of crowd. So you got to buy tickets, and you can see right here. Again, $59 to $199, not bad. First tier, dress circle and gallery. So it's kind of a decent price range. Orchestra and gallery. It'd be orchestra. Oh, geez, all the tickets are sold. What do you want to go in here? Probably towards the right-hand side right here. Oh, there we go. $129. Not a lot for a good night of opera. Like, just saying, like, this is where my money typically goes. But yeah, back to Bitcoin. I'm a big fan of that type of music. It could be opera, classical music. I'm a good fan of a solo art piece. And then of course, like, Stevie Wonder's, Smokey Robinson, the OJs, Michael McDonald, all that good stuff. As long as it's not too modern. Like I don't mind a couple Beyonce or Rihanna or Darius Rucker with some country music every now and again. I like a lot of music. But primarily, if I just choose, it really has to go back to like the 70s and 80s type of stuff. Yeah. And hey, Tyler, all right, very formative stream. Now I'll get some sleep. I think I'm probably going to do that as well, but I drink coffee. I think the coffee is actually making me more hyper than I need to be tonight. But who cares? It's okay. But I wanted to show you guys this new stream format here, so I'm really excited if you guys did like it. Basically, keep your eye out for a Jerome Powell tomorrow. I'm probably going to sleep in, honestly, and probably take a Loki out for a walk first thing in the morning. So keep an eye out for what Jerome Powell says at his morning speech that he's going to be giving. This will move the markets, and a lot of the volatility you guys are going to be expecting to see is going to happen early morning. So if you guys don't have stop losses, maybe a good idea to wake up pretty early tomorrow, okay? That's the way I look at it right now, because we could easily have a really big pump tomorrow, or we could really easily have a big dump tomorrow. So take it easy. Technicals say we probably want to come down a little bit, unfortunately. But I'm hoping that Jerome Powell can save the day after he was so dovish last time, okay? So have a good rest of your night, everybody, and relax, chill, and don't have as much ADHD as me, unless you guys want to be talking about operas and organ music.